Hello there, and then welcome to a brand new video. In this video, we are still on solving equations. And this time around, we are looking at solving equations involving fractions. We look at these few steps here that we need to follow that really do help for us to simplify our equations, after which we then solve some to illustrate how we apply the steps. So first of all, anytime you have linear equations that include fractions, what you do is you look for the LCM of the denominators. You see, so what this LCM does is you'd multiply each term by this LCM, and that is going to help you to form a simple linear equation. After which you then solve and then make your variable the subject, and you are easy to go. So let's look at some examples to illustrate these steps. Okay, so for this first question here, we have to solve x over 3 is equal to 5. X over 3 is equal to 5. Now, the first step is we have to find the LCM of the denominators. If we take a critical look at what we have here, we have this here as a denominator, that is 3. And there is 1 here also as a denominator. You see, so the LCM of 3 and then 1 is what? 3. So what we do is we are going to multiply x over 3 by 3. You see, and since we've done that to the left hand side, we make sure we do the same thing to the right hand side. So we are going to multiply the right hand side also by 3. We are doing that to each term. By so doing, you can then come back and then cancel out the denominator and then what you use to multiply. You see, that is you working with fractions. And if you're able to cancel out, you realize that over here, you just have an x, which is equal to 3 times 5. And 3 times 5 gives us a 15. And as simple as that, you have been able to solve for the value of x. You see, so let's look at more complicated ones to apply these steps to. So for what we have over here, we have 2y over 5 plus 3 equals 7. Per our steps, we have to simply multiply each and every term by the denominator. That you can go by that. But for a more simplified approach, looking at we having a number here and then a number here, then you can say, okay, we can group like terms. You see, so grouping like terms so that the numbers will be at one side. We are going to get 2y over 5 is equal to, you have your 7, and then this moves to the other side so that it becomes a negative 3. So with this now, we are going to get a 2y over 5 being equal to 7 minus 3, which gives us a 4. So at this point now, we have what? Just one fraction, and then the 4 having a denominator of 1. Now the LCM of 5 and then 1, that gives us what? A 5. So we multiply the right hand side by our 5 and also do same to what? The left hand side. Well, so the left hand side and then the right hand side. So 5 times 4. And that simply means this 5 here takes out this 5. And we'll be left with 2y being equal to the 5 times 4, which gives us a 20. So we then have to make y the subject. So in making y the subject, we have 2y, which is equal to what? 20. Hence, we divide both sides by 2. So that this 2 here takes out this. And we have our y being equal to a 20 over 2, which gives us a 10. You see, so we conclude by saying, therefore, our y is equal to what? 10. Very, very simple. Okay, so for our last example, we are going to solve this here, which looks a little bit, let me say, complicated. You can as well pause and then try on your own, after which you now come and then check out the solution. So let's go into it. Now, per what we have here, looking at our denominators, we have 9, 4, 2, and then 36. You see, so we have 9, 4, 2, and then 36. Hence, we look for their LCM. And looking at them, or I think 36 would be their LCM. because 9 can divide 36, so does 4, and then so does 2. So now that we have identified our LCM, we are going to multiply each and every term by the LCM. And what do I mean by that? So for this first fraction here, we are going to multiply it by 36. So that it becomes 36 times 5 minus y all over 9. Then we come to the next term. So plus 36 times y minus 3 all over 4. Then we come to the next term. So I'm just writing it on another line over here. So then we have minus the minus from here. So 36 then times y minus 6 all over 2. Then our last term here, which is equal to 36 times 11 over 36. So with this done, we make sure we evaluate the fractions. So in that case, the 9 here divides itself once, and it also divides 36 4 times. This 4 here divides itself once and divides 36 9 times. And you have 2 dividing itself once, and then dividing our 36, we have 18 times. Then this 36 just cancels out to this 36. So you realize that for each and every fraction, we've got a coefficient for it. And by so, we mean that this 4 here becomes 4 into bracket the 5 minus 4 over there. You see? So let me write it this way. We have 4, then into bracket this, which is 5 minus y. Then plus, we now have our 9. So 9 into bracket this here, which is y minus 3. Then minus this minus over here. 18 into bracket our y minus 16. That is from this section. Then it's equal to, we already have this 36, cancelling out this 36, giving us a 1. So 1 times 11 just gives us 11. And with this, we are now coming to open the brackets and then solve accordingly. Okay, so this was what we actually had. And at this point, we can now open our brackets. 4 multiplying 5 to give us what? 20. So we have 20, then 4 times y, we have negative 4y. And then 9 times y, which gives us a positive 9y. And then 9 times negative 3, we have a negative 27. Then minus 18 times y, which gives us 18y. Then take note, we have a negative 18 multiplying a negative 6. You see? So 18 times 6 is going to give us, the negative times negative gives us a positive. Then the 18 times 6 gives us a 108. You see? It's equal to 11. And I do hope you remember where we got our 11 from, because this one here took out the 36, and then we just had 11 times 1. So at this point now, all we do is you group like terms. All those containing y's, that is this here, and then this, you group them together. And those without it would also be grouped. So we have negative 4y, that is from here. Then a positive 9y, that is from here. Then a negative 18y, that is also from here. What haven't we written? We've not written our 20. So positive 20, followed by a negative 27, and followed by a positive 108. All giving us what? 11. So simplifying further, we have a negative 4y plus a 9y and minus 18y, all giving us a negative, that is negative 13. So negative 13y. Then our 20 minus 27 plus 108 gives us a positive 101, all equal to 11. So we want to make our y the subject. So you're going to get our negative 13y being equal to 11 then let's move to the other side to give us a negative 101. So negative 13y is giving us that is a negative 90. So at this point, we divide both sides by 13, as we have always done. And this here cancels out this. So we have y is equal to 90 over 13. You can as well change this into its simpler form, 6 whole number and then some proper fraction. You can do that and then let me know in the comment section. Now this is to tell you that you can. So there are so many questions you can solve just to test your understanding, but I would always advise you start from the very simple ones, then you take on the more challenging ones, right? And talking of simple ones, I have these ones here you can try just to test your understanding. I do hope this video was helpful. If there's any issue of concern, you can always let me know at the comment section and then I will address that for you. This is How Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easy way. If you've not subscribed to the channel and you would want to receive notifications whenever I release a new video, you can always do if you so wish. See you in our next video and stay safe, stay blessed as well. Bye.